Hey guys, back with a package that's come all the way from the UK, all the way from the man, the myth, the Mega Drive collector, Ianwilson himself. He did that big MegaWare bargain basement bonanza of heaps of different games on heaps of different consoles, and I snaffled a few. Now he's selling a few without the boxes, but that's no issue. I've got lots of spare boxes and they all look really tidy. This one really stuck out to me, so I bagged this one really quick because, like many of you, I'm a huge fan of the Classic Games Room here on YouTube, and Mark the reviewer, and the review he did of this game hands down is my favourite, just for its comedic style, and he's absolutely hilarious. But he's also espousing how good the gameplay in this is. You know, it's a cult classic in the respect that it's not for everyone, and its cheese factor's right up there. I think he said the backgrounds were like something out of a 70s custom paint job on an old van, you know, something like that. It's got robots versus monsters, bikini-clad woman coming out giving motivational statements like turn them to maggot fodder, and it just looks like a real over-the-top hoot. You know, you upgrade weapons from the guy with spines hanging off the walls, and you know, look at the blurb here, you get an idea. It's just hard case, so stoked to have that cult gem in my collection now. It's a first-person aspect shooter. Did I say that? I can't remember. We just move the cursor around, but it doesn't have a light phaser gun, and there's quite a bit of strategy involved. And as I said, apparently heaps of fun. I'll put the review below. It's hilarious. Even if you're not interested in the game, check it out. And apparently it's got a really good game over screen. You'll see what I mean at the end of the review below. Next is Atomic Runner. Now I had this on PAL a couple of years ago, but I didn't consider it a shooter and I sold it. But it's actually quite a good game. I think I got a bit frustrated with controls. It's very unique and quite awkward to get used to, but really want it back in the collection. So when I saw Ian had it, I snaffled up the Genesis version. I think Ian mentioned as well that the Japanese version, Shellnov, is very sought after and quite expensive, so it's good to have this Genesis version in the collection at this time, and I always keep my eyes peeled for the Japanese version, that's for sure. So that's again in tidy nick. Another game, it's just case and cover and manual this time, but I don't really care. But I only got this game because of its novelty factor. I don't usually do that with games, but this has got such a notorious name as one of the worst Mega Drive games. Probably only next only to another EA game called Dark Castle, which is just meant to be an absolute shocker. But I've just been in tears of laughter watching some of the funny guys here on YouTube review this and how crap it is. It just sort of has to be seen to be believed. So I guess here in the screenshots it looks alright, but you know, graphics don't make the game, and this is hilarious. I just can't wait to play it for that factor. You know, it's always stuck in my mind as one of the worst, so you know, why not have that? Just, it's a bit of a novelty. And the rest that I got, I had a bit of sun fade on my Sunset Riders cover, and this is a really nice one that Ian had, so snaffled that as well, so that's good replacement there. And I didn't have manuals for Super Fantasy Zone, and that's good condition, and also Zen Mega Blaster didn't have a manual, so it's good. I just ticked heaps of boxes there with what Ian had on offer, and I really appreciate it. Ian, thanks so much. Death Duel is going to be a real highlight for sure, and great stuff, you know, just tidying up little bits and pieces within the collection. And cheers bro, keen to do a trade again sometime. Catch you later.